Woo-wee! All right. What's going on, party people? This is your man Griff. Oh man, already Thursday. Man, things are flying fast. You got to be on it nowadays because things are coming in and going out so quick. Almost halfway through March. Man, we gotta be on it. So, wanted to talk to y'all real quick about something that I thought was going on, had no proof, but now I have some proof. When you're calling somebody, and thank you for hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing. You want to get more deep into this business, hit the join button. We have a membership, get a lot of good information there. When I can find time, currently, I do videos, live Zoom calls and things of that nature with the members to help them out and do general training with everybody who's a member who wants to attend. So check it all out. In the description, got links to a whole bunch of different things. So when you call to confirm an order, make sure you're being truthful about when you say that you did that, because some title companies are calling the customer to verify that you actually called. I had a situation where I called a customer, and this was last week, and they asked, I told them, they said what time the appointment was. I was like, I got an appointment just, before that one, looking at the logistics. The first one is over here. The other one is way around over here. During that time of day, I might be 5 minutes late. I might be, not sure. But let me be honest up front and let the customer know when I call to confirm. So I called him. Hey, how you doing? Griff from Griffin Notary. You're scheduled to meet with you on this date at this time. Just want to let you know that, I'll be there. I have a witness coming. They're going to be there to do the witnessing. And I have an appointment before yours and I may be running a little late. Is that okay? Because some people we got to be on time because we got something after that. So if me being even 5 minutes late is going to mess up their flow, the signers, then I don't want to accept the order. I'll just go ahead on and back off and, then I let the signing company know and everything. Well, the customer said, no, we good. That's fine. Okay, cool. Now, from what I was told by the signing company, that the title company contacted the customer after I reported that everything was good. And the customer said that, yeah, the notary said they're going to be late. Now, they probably didn't articulate fully what I said. They just said the notary going to be late. I never said I was going to be an hour late, 30 minutes late, nothing like that. I think if at all, I said maybe 15, but I said, is that okay with y'all? If not, let me know. They said, no, we good. So I would assume that the customer didn't call the title company and say, hey, yeah, this notary said he's going to be late, would lie to me and say, no, we good with it. Yeah, it's okay if you run a little bit late, but then complain about it. I don't know. But the way it was communicated to me was that from the signing company, because they called me and said, did you tell the customer you're going to be late? Or, I was like, no, I didn't tell them I was just going to be late. That's my intent. I said, I informed them that I had an appointment before theirs. Due to the distance and the time of day, I might be running late. I didn't say okay, yeah, I know we at 3, but I'll be there at 4. I didn't do that. If that's the way they communicated, they're incorrect in that. And they're like, so why would you tell them that? And I was like, because I'm being honest. I'm letting them know this is what's going on. I said, that's it. They're like, well, and I guess they couldn't understand why would I say this. I said, well, y'all always say we supposed to let y'all know if things are going wrong. So I'm just communicating with them. So you're just communicating what's going on. Yeah. I'm like, that's what we're supposed to do. So apparently the title company didn't like that and was like, well, if you can't be there, then we don't want you on it. And I was like, okay, if you don't want me on it, that's fine. I'm like, I'm not saying that I'm going to be late, but I'm just letting you know there's things that can come up. In this case, in this particular scenario, I said, what's the difference between me telling you now and me sharing and me waiting till the day of and I'm running late? Whether it's because of what I'm saying that might happen, I'm already telling you what might happen, or just because I get a flat tire or anything, the traffic or whatever. I said, I'd rather just be upfront and share this with y'all now and let them decide whether they're okay with that. And if they tell me they're okay with it, then as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna proceed on. I said, because this is 2 days out. I said, so anything can happen in the next 2 days. That order could get canceled. They could ask to be seen later or earlier. You see what I'm saying? I said, so I didn't want to not say anything when I know something could possibly happen. So I'm just being honest. And I do that with a lot of my orders because I do so much. I'm like, okay, yeah, I might be running a little late. Are you okay with that? I just let them know. Because here's the thing. The homeowners, the people, sorry about that. I keep tapping this and it's vibrating through that. The people who are buying the home, they may not really even want to do it at that time. They really want to do it later because it's a time crunch for them. Because see, the title company is the one that says it's going to be done at this time. And primarily, like I shared with y'all in other videos, because they want to make sure it gets shipped out on time. That's the concern. Can a notary be late? Yeah, things happen. They're concerned that it will get shipped out on time. Now, here's where it gets sticky. If they're using UPS, and in my area, all of a sudden UPS is starting to close, do their last pickup earlier. In my area, in my neighborhood, I got a UPS, so I got 2 spots that UPS picks up from. Now they picking up at 4:00 instead of 6:00. I'm like, what in the world is going on? And then the 6:00 spots are too far away from me, or one of them not that far, but it's hard to get to during rush hour. And then the other one is clearly like 25, almost 30-minute drive to go drop that off by 6 and then get to anywhere else. So if they're using UPS, that's a concern. And I get that. But then if you want me to meet somebody, let's just say at 3:00, and then there's scans and UPS last thing is at 4, it ain't getting dropped off that day. You see what I'm saying? That's why I wish they would use FedEx. FedEx got the later drop time. So apparently the title companies, after we confirm, are calling the customer to verify that we actually called them. If you say I texted them, did you get a text? If you emailed, did you actually get an email from them? Because it says when you did it, and they're like, did you get contacted at this time? They're verifying. Why? Because there are a lot of notaries out there who aren't contacting customers and who just are flat out lying about it, and then they just show up. They just show up, and there's something like, okay, yeah. Now, full transparency, I can be a little late on giving them a call. They want us to call within 2 hours. Sometimes I'm calling them right at that 2-hour limit. Because I got so much going on, it's hard for me to just stop, because I'm already, like, I get an order now, I'm in the process of trying to call the people that I just got an order for an hour or so ago. And then the people who I just got an order, they're like, can you call them right now? Can you call them right now? And I'm like, okay, yeah, but I'm in a closing, or I'm on my way to a closing. I'm just getting out of closing. I'm about to change. So I got all of this going on, and they don't care. They just think that you're doing that one order for them, and they just want it to be noted that you're going to call. Also, some of the signing companies may have in their contract that the notary, which I don't think it should be. I mean, this is because we're independent, but there's like, yeah, the notaries will call within this time frame. And if they do, that looks good on us. It would be nice if you told us that, to be honest. And I get the fact that, hey, call. But when you have a notary or notaries who have 4, 5, or 6 appointments in a day, and they're coming in at them, and then the 3 people that I called before I got your order have not even responded, and I'm still trying to get in contact with them. Now your order comes in, and you want me to get on that within 2 minutes, and it's like, after a while, it gets really, really stressful for the notary. I'm just being real with you. Trying to call and do the appointments, your current appointments, call for the future appointments, all of that. It can be hectic. And I get that they don't really care. That's not their concern. That's what we got to figure out. So that's why I keep sharing with y'all, find ways of putting systems in place. One of the ways that I do it, especially if I get an order at night, I will do the timer, pre-time set a text message to go out at a particular time. Like, okay, so I don't forget 7 a.m. text message going out to confirm. So if I get an order at 10 o'clock at night, I'm not calling people at 10 o'clock at night. I will go ahead on and set up a text message. Hey, this is such and such for this point, and schedule it to be sent out at 7 a.m. And I've done that where I've got, especially when it was busy, 5 or 6 text messages going out to people. Then I put on my calendar to call people. So I had to start doing that as a reminder to do that. So I'm getting better, not even getting better. I've gotten better at doing it, but some days it can be hectic. But the title companies are double checking. And I wouldn't be surprised if the contract between the title and the signing company stipulates that you, Mr. or Miss Signing Company, when your notary contacts you, you need to give them a call to verify that the notary actually did. But I get it. And I get it. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, that those are things that are going on out here. I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure until now I got proof. And I'm not mad about it. I'm honestly, I'm not upset. Anything, hey, that's your company. If that's your practices, I get it. I will adjust and do what I can amongst all of what I'm doing, and granted, if I will say, and you can't even say, you want to say that if notaries was getting paid $300 a pop, this wouldn't be a problem because you're like, okay, I made my $300 for the day. No, the more money you pay, the more people going to want to get that money. So if you got 5 or 6 orders out there at $300 a pop, yeah. So I don't think the problem will be resolved by a notary getting paid more money. Like, oh, we'll just get paid this one. We'll just do 1 order per day. Nah, we just have to find ways to make sure that we do our part, understand how to do it better, and put some systems in place. And that's all I've been working on doing over the last 2 years. I mean, finding different ways of doing it. So I use a schedule, and you can even schedule emails. If you got Gmail, you can click the little arrow next to send and schedule when you want an email to go out. If you don't have the person's phone number, then you can actually send them an email if they provide that. These are just different things you can do. But just know that if you sit there talking, have the practice of saying you contacting somebody, but you really didn't, you better start making sure you contact them, because some companies are calling and doing follow-ups to make sure. They're not waiting to the end and asking, did the notary contact you on time? Did they No, they're asking them as soon as you hit that button, say, I've reached out to them, I did connect with them, or I left a message or sent a text. They're going to verify that because they tired of notaries lying to them. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.